Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial I want to show you a little project, Easter project that I designed. It's a basket with colorful eggs, and I also designed a little bunny here. And for the bunny and the written instructions of the bunny and the basket and the colorful eggs, you will find all of them on my Ravelry shop. But for the basket and the eggs, there will be the tutorial too. For the bunny, there I don't think so that I don't know, it's important to make a video tutorial because it's really I don't know, easy to make. So when you have the written instructions, I think it's just okay. Now for the basket, I worked this with acrylic yarn, a DK acrylic yarn, and a 4.5 millimeters hook. And now I want to try with cotton, but I really have here number 5 cable cotton, and it's really not cable but cable. The name of this kind of cotton yarn, I don't know the English name of this cable, it's in French. And I will work with 2 threads of yarn because it's really thin for what I want to do, and with a 4 millimeters hook. So I just want to see how it will be. But if you want, you can just work it as I did here with acrylic yarn, DK yarn, medium worsted yarn, and a 4.5 millimeters hook. So it's okay. Now, to begin, we need the magic ring and a chain 1 around the magic ring like this. And now we will work 6 for the first round. We will work 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we can just close the magic circle by pulling the tail. And for the second round we don't need a marker, but from the third round, yes, we will need the marker because we will work with the amigurumi method, which is the single crochet spirals. So we don't slip stitch to join after we finish each round, but we will go on and we will work in spiral. So which means that I have 6. So this is my first round, and I just insert the hook into my first single crochet, but not to slip stitch to join, but to continue on with my second round. So, and I also work all my amigurumi projects, as you can see, the front loop of my single crochets creates a nice design here because I'm working in 2 back loops only. Okay, so you can also work into back loops only, or you can work in the entire single crochet, so like this, but I don't like this. So you have the front loop and the back loop, but I prefer to work only into the back loop, and this is the back loop. Okay, I don't know why, I just like to work, I just like the design that gives to the entire piece item. Okay, now for the second round we just want to we want to work 2 single crochets in each of our we just want to work 2 single crochets in each of our 6 single crochets of the first round. So this means that we will increase in each of them. So 1 and 2. Then into the next 3 and 4, into the next 5 and 6, into the next 7 and 8, into the next 9 and 10, and into the next and the last 11 and 12. So now we have 12 single crochets, increasing from 6. And as I said, we will use, I always use a marker, which is a safety pin actually, so you don't need expensive markers. So a safety pin into the last, I always put the marker, place the marker into the last stitch worked. Okay, now for the third round we will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So insert the hook into the first, work 1 single crochet, into the second work 2 single crochets, so an increase. Go on like this 5 times more. Okay, so 1 single crochet and 1 increase. So I almost finished. I have just 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and always the last increase we just make it into the last single crochet. Okay, and now we will replace the marker into the last single crochet. Okay, so don't forget to do it, because if you just lose the I don't know, you just don't know where you are counting your round, it will be really difficult to understand, because we are not working in rounds actually, but in spiral. Okay, so you just, I think you'll have to undo all and to go on. So now for the third row we have 18 stitches, 18 single crochets, and now into the fourth row we will work 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and an increase for a total of 6 times. So repeat 5 more times, 2 single crochets and an increase all around, and the last increase you will put the work the last increase into the marker stitch. So now we have 24 stitches at the end of the round number 4, sorry, and for the next round we will work like this: 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and an increase for a total of 6 times, so 5 times more actually. We will repeat this, and we will have 30 stitches in this 5th round. Okay, so repeat this sequence: 3 single crochets plus 1 increase 5 more times, and you'll have 30 single crochets at the end of this round. So I finished my 5th round for a total of 30 stitches, and now into the 6th round we will work like this: 4 single crochet and 1 increase for a total of 36. So actually in each of our rounds we increase 6 times. Okay, and as you can see we began with 6, then 12 into each of our 6, Then for the next row around, we worked for 18 stitches, we worked 1 and 1, 1 single, 1 increase. Then into the next 2 singles, 1 increase, then 3 singles and 1 increase. So this is how we go on to create our plate circle, working round, plate round. Okay, flat round. Okay, now for our round number 6, so as I said, we will work 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and a single crochet and a 4 single crochet and an increase. So this is my last stitch of the last round, so I will count from here: 1, 2, 3, 4 and an increase. Okay, go on 5 more times and you will end up with 36 single crochet after finishing this 6th round. So we finished our 6th round and we have 36 single crochets. Now it's curving a little bit, but it's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, now we will work 5 single crochets plus 1 increase for a total of 42 single crochets into the 7th round. So 6 times, of course. So 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and an increase, 1 and 2. Okay, so repeat this thing, this sequence 5 more times. Actually, as you can see now, it's a kind of hexagon, so we have 6 sides. So we completed one side and we need 5 more sides to complete, to finish the round, and there will be a total of 42 single crochets all around. So I finished this round 2. I have 42 single crochets, and now for the we have 2 more rounds, 2 more increasing rounds, and for the second to last, so it's our 8th round, we will work 6 single crochets plus an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and into the next stitch an increase. Actually, we increase into each of our 7th stitch for a total of 6 times. So this is the first, and we have to repeat 5 more times to complete this round 2, and we will have 48 single crochets at the end of this round. So I finished this round 2, so I have 48 stitches all around, and now we will make our last round of increases. So into our last round of increases, it's the 9th round. We will work 7 single crochets and 1 increase into the 8th stitch, and so on 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the 8th stitch an increase. So work 2 stitches, and repeat this 5 more times. Now at the end of this round, we will have 54 single crochets. Work the next round 1 single crochet into each of our 54 single crochets. So we finish this round of increase, which is our last round of increase, and work another round with 54 single crochets, so without increasing, without increasing. So a single crochet into each of your single crochet all around for a total of 54. So this round is the last one, and then another one with single crochets. Okay, and I will complete these 2 rounds, and I will be back to show you how to continue on for the basket. So I worked my last increase, I finished my last increasing round, and I also work my single crochet round with a 54 single crochets, so normal round, and I have actually worked 53, and now I am working my 54, and I will insert my hook into the very next stitch and slip stitch. Why? Because from now on I will work the upper part, this part of the basket. Okay, now for this part work 2 chains, and into the same single crochet here work a double crochet. This is a very nice stitch that I will show you. It's a puff stitch around the double crochet. Now yarn over, and around your first double crochet insert your hook, pull the yarn once. Now we don't count this first ring on our loop on our hook. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over, and the same thing around the double crochet, pull the yarn. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and around the same double crochet, pull the yarn. Now actually we have 6 loops, 2, 4 and 6 loops around, on the hook, Yarn over, pull through all 6 loops. So only the 6 loops that we have here, not this one. Yarn over again and pull through all these 2 loops on your hook to close the stitch. And actually now we have here 2 stitches. The first one is the double crochet, the second one is the single crochet which close the puff around the double actually. That's why we will skip 1 stitch and we will insert the hook. Now we can work into the stitch, not only into the back loop but into the stitch like this. Now again 1 double crochet and the puff around this double crochet. We don't count this loop. Yarn over, around the double crochet, pull the yarn, 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, around the double crochet, pull the yarn, 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, around the double crochet, pull the yarn, 6 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all our 6 loops. Okay, like this. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. And now actually we have a single crochet made. So the double crochet and the single crochet, and as you can see we have 2 stitches. That's why we skip 1 stitch and insert the hook into the next one and work the double crochet. So there are 2 steps to work this puff stitch around the double crochet. So it's a kind of, actually I named it the rolled puff stitch, because actually we roll the puff stitch around the double crochet. So here it is, my double crochet. Now yarn over, around, 1, 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, around the double crochets twice, 4 loops on our hook, around, yarn over, around the same double crochet 3rd times, and we have 6 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 6 loops. It's not really easy, but it's okay, we can do it. Now 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 2, and this is our single crochet which close our puff, rolled puff. Again, skip 1 stitch into the next, work your double crochet, and this is the first step of the rolled puff stitch, the double crochet. Yarn over, around the double crochet once, 2 double crochet, 2 loops on our hook, we don't count the first one, yarn over, around the double crochet, 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and around the double crochet, 6 loops on our hook, sorry, without the first one, yarn over and pull through all 6 loops. Okay, I did it. Okay, now we have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and work a single crochet actually, and as you can see we have the single crochet and the double crochet, so 2 loops. That's why we skip 1 stitch and we work into the very next stitch, double crochet, which is our first step for this stitch. Look, isn't it beautiful? I love it. And I thought actually that would be a nice, very nice stitch for a little basket. Oops, the egg. Okay, so, and I also worked the, I don't know the name of it, this thing of the basket with the same stitch, and of course I will show you. So now we just have to go all around and work this rolled puff stitch. So yarn over and around once, yarn over, around twice, yarn over and around 3 times. 6 loops on our hook, we don't count the first loop. Yarn over, pull through all 6 loops like this. Oops, I don't know why I have this one. Okay, good. Now 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 2 loops, and we work our single crochet like this. Skip 1 stitch, again into the next, work 1 double crochet, and let's go on. 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 3. So actually we work as we work for a puff stitch. All that it's we work around the post of the double crochet. Yarn over, pull through all loops on our hook like this. 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 2 loops to work our single crochet and to close the puff. Now we have 1, 2, the double crochet and the single crochet. Skip 1 stitch into the next, work the same thing. Okay, go on all around this round, and I will be back to show you how to continue on for the basket. So I finished my round of rolled puffs. I have 27 of them because we have 54 stitches and we worked into each of our second stitch a rolled puff, so it's obvious that we have to end up with half of the 54 stitches, so 27. Now into the very first stitch, insert your hook and slip stitch to join, and this will be a round of single crochets. So actually we have, as I said before, I explained it to you that we have 2 stitches per puff. rolled puff. We have the double crochet and the single crochet. Okay, so we will work now, because actually this is my first single crochet. Actually we have 27 rolled puffs, but we have 54 stitches all around. Okay, and we will work a round of single crochets all around. We will work one single crochet into each of our 54 single crochets, and then we will cut the yarn and we will begin Okay, now just finish this round of 54 single crochets. So actually we work 2 single crochets per puff, because we have 2 stitches on the top of our rolled puff. And as you can see, with this stitch our basket is shaping.